Hey, my loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming through, I'm coming through with more work from home job opportunities and roles for you guys. Today we're going to be detailing 3 new roles. And if you're interested in these roles, I encourage you and recommend that you hop on them. Do not wait. If you like these roles, the link to these roles will be in the description box. I'm going to also point out the job IDs if they have job IDs, so you can find them on the career website yourself and directly apply for them. We're going to get right into it. So the very first role I have for you is Capital One. Now, y'all know I love Fortune 500 companies, 100 companies, 5,000 companies. I love those companies because a lot of times they're really established. They're already public, and there's a lot of benefits as an employee that you can get from these companies. So Capital One is definitely one of those major credit card companies. Everybody knows Capital One. If you don't know Capital One, you're living under a rock. But literally they offer credit cards, they offer banking, and so many other things. You get rewards with the cards. Really good. So this job opportunity and role is the work from home senior compliance coordinator, is in the escalation collections unit. And what this role really, what you would have to establish in this role and pretty much do in this role, you will be at a higher level than just like a customer service representative or a customer care representative, which are the first point of contacts that people get when they call into Capital One. With this role, you're actually at the next tier. You're at the escalation tier. So if those people at the customer service level get into issues that they cannot resolve with the callers, right, they're going to escalate them over to you. They will escalate them to the escalation team, which you would be a part of. So in these calls, you will a lot of things that they look for is somebody that's detail oriented, somebody who understands how to look for information, how to understand information, right? How to deliver and communicate information. Those are the main 3 things that they look for when trying to hire somebody in this role. They also want to make sure that you're customer friendly and you know how to de-escalate calls. They will train you though. So within like Capital One, a lot of the major credit card companies, they will train you. So you'll go through an extensive training initially because you have to get trained on their products, right? You have to get trained on how interest works, the cycles of different credit cards, like when the cycle ends versus when the interest is due versus the due date and all of those things. So they will train you extensively on the calls that you're going to get. They're also going to train you on how to de-escalate calls. So if you get an irate caller, someone who's hollering and screaming because they don't understand, for an example, why they have interest on their bill, they're going to need you to be able to de-escalate the call, to be able to explain it to them. And it might be something like, for example, your cycle date, you didn't pay it in full, your cycle date then renewed, and now you're owed interest, as an example, right? But they're going to train you on those specific things and how to answer those questions and to de-escalate. But I will say, for this role, you do have to understand and be okay with being customer friendly. You might be an extrovert, somebody who likes to talk a little bit more, right? And really relate to people. They love people like that for these type of roles. So definitely, if those are some of your qualities, look into this role, apply for this role. And let me say this, even if that's not your quality, you still can apply for this role because there's always room to learn something, right? If you've had any type of touch point with somebody, with customers, sales, right? Sat at a front desk, had to answer a phone, had to talk to and interact with people, you have a form of customer service, right? If you're a person that is detail oriented and you're analytical, you like to look further into something, you can still apply for this role. If you are someone who is really good, or you feel that you're really good in explaining something. And I'll give you an example. If you're someone who, somebody may have explained something to someone and you can come in and explain it way better where they understand it in really simplistic forms, right? This is a role you can apply for. So I don't want you to think, oh, I don't have this experience, I'm not this type of person, right? I can't apply. You can pull that experience out of your background and your life experiences, okay? And put that on your resume. All of those life experiences is experience, okay? And a lot of times companies love a person that has life experiences because you cannot learn a lot, honestly, just from books. You have to get the experience. So they love to bring somebody in who has some type of the experience that they're looking for. So keep that in mind when we come upon these roles. You're not just disqualified because you might not have the experience. You definitely can still apply for it. So let's move into some of the benefits and some of the different things that they offer with the role. So some of the things that they're looking for is just, like I said, positive and proper communication, being able to make sure that you can notate accounts, looking at information and understand like what you're looking at, far as the difference between like a bank account and a credit card and things of that nature. But once again, they will train you on that. And also just de-escalation. So some of the hot keywords that you want to use on your resume is de-escalation, communication. You want to use simplistic form. You want to use those type of keywords in your resume. So moving right along, some of and this is just like more stuff about the company and what they stand for and things of that nature. So some of the basic requirements or qualifications that they want to see is a high school diploma. If you do have 2 years of customer service, that is a plus because this is an escalation role. They want to make sure that you have at least something, a foundation of customer service and customer experience, right? They would prefer that you have worked for a financial or credit company, even insurance, or in a call center for 1 year. But remember, preferred and required are two different things. Preferred is just something that they prefer. It's not something you have to actually walk into the door with, right? So it's not a requirement per se. It's something that they would like you to have, but if you don't have it, that's fine too. And then work from home technology requirement. They want to make sure that you have a secure home office or somewhere that you can be secluded from distractions or noises that may come about. If you have kids, they want to make sure that you can seclude yourself in a room, in an office room, and just be able to work. They want to make sure that you have proper internet connection. This role is 100% work from home. I'm coming through with the work from home opportunities, y'all. So make sure you're locked in. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already so that you're locked in and you don't miss when I post these roles because they do go very quickly. So 100% work from home. With this role, they are looking at just like a $50,000 salary, $49,774 a year. However, as I always say, everything is negotiable. If you have the skill set, if you have the background, you can get more, right? And then they also normally do a stepping stone where your first year or your first couple years, you'll get a certain amount. And then every year it grows, right? But that experience, once you get in the door and you get that experience, I'm telling you, you can kind of go so many places in the financial industry just with that experience. So keep that in mind when reviewing this role. If you're interested, get over here and apply. Make sure you get here and you apply as soon as possible. The roles do go very, very quickly. Okay, so let's move on to the next opportunity that I have for you guys. This one is through Gusto. Gusto is a payroll platform. It is very similar to Paychex, as an example, or ADP, those type of payroll platforms and payroll companies, right? So they help small businesses run their payroll and they do the deductions and everything like that. So Gusto is kind of a newer one. It's geared towards small businesses. This role that I'm bringing you is a payroll customer service associate role or advocate role. You will be helping small businesses set up their payroll and getting their payroll set up properly via the states that they need to be set up in, running the payroll. They also have availability to different benefits that they can offer their employees through the Gusto platform, you guys. So this is all things payroll. If you have any type of experience in payroll, or even if you don't, this is a great role to apply for. And so some of the day-to-day things that you will be doing is you will be answering phone calls from customers, right? So these are business owners normally. You're not dealing with anybody else, but a lot of the business owner or payroll coordinators, payroll managers, things of that nature from businesses. And they might have questions about running a payroll, running an extra payroll for a week, for this week, or, putting bonuses in. You'll be answering those type of questions. As always, with a lot of these roles, you will be fully trained on the Gusto products, how the systems work, and finding the answers to any of the questions that you have to effectively answer the phone calls that you will get. This is a full-time role. It is fully work from home as well. Okay. Some of the things that they're looking for is, far as experience is 2 to 4 years of experience in a call center and technology and retail. They are looking for someone who has up to 2 years of payroll experience within the taxes space. But if you don't, this is not a requirement, right? They're just kind of saying this is the experience we're kind of looking for. If you have it, we would love to talk to you. But if you don't, still apply, because you can have some of these backgrounds. If you have worked in a call center, if you've done even just customer service, don't get hung up on the years of experience. I'm telling you, being in HR, looking at resumes, being a recruiter, you do not, just because you don't have that identifying year amount does not necessarily disqualify. You may have years of experience doing something that also required customer service. That's more so what they're looking for. Make sure that you're comfortable working in and out of different softwares and different platform systems. That is big within just working from home in general. A lot of times they'll have different systems that do different things. So you have to know how to just maneuver and have proper time control so that you can get things done. They want to make sure that you're a team player as well, that you work well with other people. You're accountable for your work. You're reliable. You're ethical, because you will be working with millions and millions of payroll dollars and processing things and accounts and everything like that. So they want to make sure that, when you come into the space, that you're ethical, that you have integrity and things of that nature. Now, some of the hourly rate, and then we'll get into the benefits. So the hourly rate is $22.12 an hour to $25.01 an hour for Denver. Locations is about $27 for San Francisco applicants in New York. And then other remote locations can vary based on the geographical pay within that area. So keep that in mind. Definitely, I always say everything is negotiable. Negotiate your rate, okay? Negotiate your rate, negotiate your benefits, negotiate everything. Nothing is non-negotiable, especially if you have experience. Remember, your life experience is experience. Always use that on your resume. So some of the hot keywords for this specific role that I would use is customer friendly, customer based, resolution, solution based, things of that nature. And definitely, if you have payroll experience, you want to put your payroll experience on there. Did you data entry people into the payroll system? Were you responsible for inputting new hires? Things of that nature, and putting bank information in. Were you responsible to run a payroll every single week? You want to make sure you put that in there if you do have payroll experience. Here are some of the compensation and the benefits that Gusto offers. You can come here and just view their compensation philosophy here. But some of the benefits that they offer, and this is something that I definitely wanted to make sure you know, is they do offer medical, dental, and vision, time off, inclusive health care, which is fertility treatment, right? Parental leave, pregnancy termination, caregiving, the whole slew, hormone treatment, all kinds of things, 3 free meals and refreshments. They also give you stipend for your home internet phone every single month. You cannot get better than that. I love opportunities that give you a monthly stipend or something monthly to help cover the cost of you working from home. Right? So the expense of just internet is so good. So definitely, if you're interested in this role, if this is something that intrigues you or you have the experience for, get over here and apply because they do go quickly. Now let's go to our next and last job opportunity. And that one is with Progressive. For those of you who don't know, Progressive is an auto insurance carrier. They're an insurance carrier, period. They insure auto. They also, I believe, insure homeowners, renters, things of that nature. Definitely this role that we're talking about, and here is the job number if you want to look it up that way. So make sure you also, as we're going through the video, you're jotting down any job numbers that you see so that can help you locate the job once you're done viewing the video. This role is the claims call center representative role. With this role, you will be engaging with customers and with the insureds. So the insureds are people who get policies, right? Who get the insurance companies. They might get in an accident or need to file a claim. They might have a question about a claim, right? So if they get in an accident, the first person they're going to call is their insurance company and say, hey, I just got in an accident. My car is messed up, or the car that hit me is messed up. I need to report a claim. You will be the first point of contact for those people. Also with homeowners, if a pipe bust, right? Or something happens within someone's home or rental property, or if somebody's renting, right, their apartment building, they're going to call and report a claim into the insurance company, and you will be the first point of contact for that. So a lot of that is just taking the information, looking at their policy, making sure they have the benefits, taking it, jotting it down, creating an actual claim so that it can go to the claims department and an adjuster can get assigned to it to actually work the claim. Okay, so they also might be calling in about their rates, about billing issues. They might also call about the agent that they got the insurance from. So it's things of that nature that they will be calling about and for. So just keep that in mind. You will be working with all facets of the customer care process. They are looking for 2 years of just post-secondary educational hire or equivalent experience. So if you have experience in a call center, if you have a couple years doing something within customer service or customer service base, you can still apply for this role. They are looking for, if you know you're bilingual, that is a complete plus. They love people who are bilingual, who can speak different languages, because, you know, they have customers that are all different nationalities. So that is always a plus. They do train with any of these insurance jobs and a lot of the work from home opportunities that I'm going to bring. They do provide the training to you, right? Which is phenomenal. They want to provide training so you understand their products, so that you also understand how to answer questions. So the next training for this position starts July of 2023. So you want to make sure you get in here and apply if this is something you're interested in. Most schedules will include weekend days and evening hours, but they are flexible. So keep that in mind. If you're okay with that, make sure you do come over and apply. They do want to make sure that you have a designated work area at home. It is fully remote, so they want to make sure that that is good and that you have a high-speed internet. You're not getting disconnected every 2 seconds, right? Or like you get a phone call and the phone call is disconnected because you don't have good internet service. So that's really big with work from home. The compensation is $19.50 per hour for this specific role. They do look at bonuses, which can be anywhere from 8% to 16% of your annual salary, based on the earnings and the way that the company performs throughout the year. So that is phenomenal. A lot of times the bonuses are lower than that. So that's good. They also are willing to give you an additional 10% when you work evenings and weekends. So you're getting compensated for working evenings and weekends. And then they also give performance-based rewards, right? So if you're performing really well, they'll also give you added benefits for that. Some of the stationary, just regular benefits that you're also going to get is a 401k, medical, dental, vision, and free preventative care, wellness and mental health programs, counseling, things of that nature, healthcare spending accounts, healthcare savings accounts, life insurance, paid time off, paid and unpaid sick leave, which is really, really good. Short-term and long-term disability. This is awesome. If something happens and you get into an accident and you can't work, they have short-term, long-term disability benefits for those type of things. They also have parental and family leave, military leave. So if you get pregnant and you need to be out, right, for that, they do have those things available to you. They also have career intuition assistant. I love jobs that offer that. So definitely, if you do, or if you are interested in this role, get over here and apply for it. I will have the role information in the description. You also did see the role job ID, which is up here and, here. So make sure you hop over here, apply for it as soon as possible. These roles do go quickly. And if you do like videos like this and you're looking for new opportunities, I am your girl. I definitely bring new opportunities. I love to help people find the careers that they love on the price point that they love as well. And if you're also interested in money management and budgeting, make sure you subscribe as well, because I do come through with videos for that. I help you get the bag by getting the job of your dreams that also is flexible in the money that you need. And I also help you manage the bag, okay, by managing the money that you have coming in. So definitely love you guys. Until the next video, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.